See this little bitty branch here I've got in this little cup. I've got to get a vase out. I've got a taller vase I need to upsize it into. But I was just walking out in my back fig orchard, and I I noticed something laying in the yard, big leafy thing, which like there's the remains of most of the leaves I trimmed off of that thing. Plus I shortened it considerably. Like I cut that whole length off it. So it was quite a long branch. It was probably 16 to 20 inches long, loaded full of leaves. And I couldn't find out where in the heck it came from. I was looking all over the place for it. And I thought, maybe it fell on the other side of my little fig orchard and the dogs hauled it around. But like it was laying like right here. Big branch. And I'm like, it didn't come off of this one. It didn't come off of these little ones. Ondata, that's De La Roca, and I already had the top 16 inches of that thing blown out by wind about a month ago. I'm trying to root it right now. I don't know how well I'm going to do, but I'm trying. But I looked all over the place. I'm like, this is Ondata, and I'm like, no, it's still got its top in there. It looks fine. I thought maybe it was my Borda. I looked all over. Finally figured out. I mean, duh, I had to unroll the leaves on it to act, because it was all, unfortunately, had been laying out here in the sun for, I don't know, an hour or two, because it was all shriveled up. But I found out where it came from. It was my Ondata. And you can actually see where it broke right there. God, I don't even know why. I mean, it was a sizable branch. Like I said, it came quite far out. I mean, it was way out here. Big leaves all over it and everything. And so I don't know if it was just like the sheer weight of that branch, because these are like massive leaves. I could imagine the weight of the branch itself weighs a lot, but it's kind of weird because it's not really that windy out here right now. Today, I mean, we have had a few gusts, but enough to just rip that branch off right there. I mean, it was laying over here, right? So it's not like it just like dropped straight down. It's really weird, a little concerning. Like, what the heck do you do to brace your branches from being blown off? I've already had the top, like I said, of my De La Roca blown out. And then right next door to it, I've had a big branch off my Ondata. So rather than just letting the branch die, I'm going to try to get it. I just threw it in some water, see if I can get some little water rooting start. And then I'll throw it in some Pro Mix. But you can see the Ondata itself, it's doing really well. It's got quite a few big figs on it. But a little upset to see that happen. It's kind of weird that I've had two trees right next to each other with a huge branch blown out of them. That one, De La Roca and Ondata. This one behind it, man, this thing is like indestructible. Look at that tree. I mean, I think it would take a dang hurricane. It's just so, it's just so flexible all around. I mean, I do have a big pole up holding it, but man, the branching all over this thing. It's a Martineca ramata, and I think of all the trees, I mean, these are legendary grower, white Madeira number one. There's a I-258, that really tall whip there in the back. Um, but I think just for sheer growth, man, look at that puppy. It's big. So anywho, this one seems to take wind much better. I don't know what it is with the De La Roca and the Ondata. I don't know, maybe some figs just tend to be more brittle and some have branches that are bendier and more flexible and take the wind better. I don't know. What are the odds of me planting two stiff branched trees right next to each other? Or maybe it's a particularly windy spot, like right there. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it'll be all right though. I mean, the tree's gonna be fine. Cause I mean, come winter anyway. Uh, these are all first year rooted cuttings. All these trees here. So they're gonna get chopped back all the way. I mean, they're gonna get chopped way back. So all the top of this is going anyway. Chop it, and same with the Roca, it's gonna get chopped way back as well. All these are gonna get chopped back. So that way, I guess the theory is, with the first year tree like that, just let them go as a long, tall whip. No need to pinch, just let them grow. And then in the wintertime, like look at how tall that I-258 is. And in the wintertime, you go and chop them, say at like 36 or 42 inches, and then you're going to have a fairly sizable trunk. Because in order to first be able to get a lot of figs, you have to have the infrastructure right to be able to carry those figs. So starting out with a big heavy duty trunk, and then working on your scaffold branches that come out, then you can determine, like, I want one here, I want one out the back, one this way, and work on them that way. Hey, I-258, by the way. Look at that. Getting the right fig on that puppy. Looking forward to that. I-258. I think this morning I picked a ripe Coldedom Gigantina. And after I ate it, I was so disappointed I didn't do a little film of it. Also, just another little update, because I love to ramble on in my videos. Can't stop talking about my trees, These are being actively picked right now. These are two of my true Adriatics. I've got a green Ischia. These things are kind of confusing to me because, unlike my Adriatic JH, you can see when they start plumping up and ripening, they actually go from like a green to like yellow. And not to mention that they like double in size, or even more so, right? So they really blimp up. But I've noticed the green Ischia, like this one's hard as a rock, right? Hard as a rock. This one, very soft. In fact, I think this one's ready to pick. And like, how the hell do you know, really? For some reason, is it just my tree, or is that just how green Ischia is they tend not to like double in size, and they stay the same color. So I think the only way to really determine, if you have a ripe fig on one of those is to like give it a pinch, you know? So anywho, I just wanted to point that out with the branches, and then I got sidetracked. So hopefully that's not a trait of the tree being all brittle like that, but we'll find out soon. I think otherwise, though, this Ondata, I really haven't had any other problems with it. I mean, as you can see, it's lost some leaves down low. I think that's pretty typical anyway, but I mean, it dealt with some rust, and I had a case of anthracnose, but this tree really seems to have fared better than most. So not only is Ondata supposedly an outstanding fig, like top of the top tier figs tasting wise, it may actually also turn out to be a really good tree to grow in a humid environment. I mean, as far as I can tell, it seems to be doing really well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anywho, it was Ondata, and hopefully that rooted cutting's gonna work, but only time will tell. We're hoping it will. Have a great day.